Good morning. Roncesvalles was a lovely place to stay last night, a lovely monastery, and it was made even better by a friend popping up from Pamplona, Elena, who joined me while I ate. This is day 2 of my Camino. So far this morning I have lay in as long as possible. Most people were getting up quite early to move fast, as one of the places that we're heading to has actually closed down the accommodation that they provide. So everybody's eager to get in, get themselves booked in and find out whether they need to walk backwards or walk forwards to the next destination. I'm playing it by ear. Some people were leaving about 6 o'clock in the morning. I had thought of doing that, but last night, despite trying to go to bed early, they kept the lights on and were also playing music until 10 p.m, which wasn't ideal for me, who was trying to get to sleep. But the guy above me, a Korean fella, he seemed to get to sleep. He was up and out 4:30 this morning, making his way. I stayed as long as possible. I think I actually might have been one of the last people to leave around 8 o'clock. But didn't have any breakfast until about 5 kilometers in. So I'm making my way along now. I've done about 9 or 10 kilometers. A couple of hills today. Just going up 2 and making my way down again. Use the shaky camera. I'm a bit out of breath. I've got my first blister, which I've stopped and stuck a compete on, but I'm not convinced it's going to stay on. The sun is out. It's hot at times, hence I'm wearing a lovely hat, especially branded for myself, of course, which was actually a gift from a teacher whenever I worked in Korea. It doesn't fit my head. It's a little too tight, and therefore every time I take the hat off, my hair is an absolute mess, even though I got it cut short so that I could wear a hat. It's all about the fashion, isn't it? As you can tell, like, I'm wearing a brown shirt, not the best colour to be wearing, especially whenever you're sweating buckets like I am. It's still very humid, but it's a lot cooler today. They expect the temperatures to be around 18, 20 degrees. Rather than the 25, 26 that they were yesterday in the end, once you got into Spain. And then tomorrow, the temperatures will be picking back up again and going back up towards the 30 mark, towards the weekend.
I pantaloni
Uh-oh, I thought it was going to be all downhill today, and I've just seen that this is where we have to go up. Up over that hill. That's quite a steep climb. Not looking forward to it. We'll be absolutely knackered, and then it'll be time for lunch. I don't know where lunch is yet. Maybe there's a shop. Hi, I'm now on top of Alto de Ero, which is the highest point on my walk today. It's apparently just downhill from here, sometimes quite steep, reportedly dangerous because it is so steep. Apparently the stones just give out from underneath you, and if it's anything like the way up, then yeah, I could imagine that it could be quite dangerous. So I'll be taking my time going down. That'll bring me into Zubiri, but depending on what time I get down there at, I'm making sure I don't fall and hurt myself. Then I might head on to Larrasoana because apparently it looks quite nice and it might be a nice place to stay for the night. It'll depend really on whether I can find water, because I'm now out of water, and the last place that was supposed to have water, it seemed that it was off. So or I completely missed a different one, which is extremely possible. So I'm resting up here for a few minutes, enjoying the peace and quiet. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a few people past me, because there's people all about all the time. You can go an hour on your own, not see a single soul, and suddenly you stop for 2 minutes and 10 people walk past. It's really just like that. So I'm just going to enjoy it, being quiet, taking the weight off my feet, and then in about 5 minutes or so I'll try going down the hill. I'm in Zubiri and the blisters have really developed. I have one up my toes there. Don't worry about the big toe, it's eczema. And this one here, which is really massive, which is the one from this morning. But I also have it up behind my toes on the other foot. Apparently this is the way you do it. You tie some thread into it and then it all weeps out. So I'm going to put some compeed over that. And hopefully it'll drag draw all the liquid out of it. So we'll see. I'm actually planning to walk on to the next town. I could be crazy. I'm going to be walking in flip-flops as well. Might be a big mistake. We'll find out later. Okay, so walking on flip-flops isn't working. It's peeling the compeed off the back of my foot. So I'm going to have to put my shoes back on again, which is not ideal. This could be madness. Not sure yet.